Get out.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
Get out!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 black horror films.
You are not content with the stories, so I was obliged to come.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best, most iconic genre flicks written, directed, and/or starring black artists. We won't be including documentaries or TV series, and since we'll be discussing some major plot points, beware of spoilers ahead. Did we include your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Tales from the Hood.
I've been waiting for you boys.
In this classic horror anthology from actor/writer/director Rusty Cundiff, three men visit a South Central LA funeral home to purchase drugs from its odd owner. The mortician recounts the chilling backstories of deceased people currently at the funeral home to his guests. Throughout the movie, social commentary is perfectly weaved into horrifying stories.
You are here to be rehabilitated by a process that the government has paid me to develop. If you successfully complete this project, there's a very good chance you might be released.
Despite being made in the 90s, every short is still relevant to modern black communities today. And there's also fantastic twists along the way that completely turn the entire tale upside down. Featuring a predominantly black cast and director, Tales from the Hood was groundbreaking for black horror in the 1990s.
This doll is a place for the soul to survive until it can move on.
Number 9, Beloved.
Howard Bugler! Where you going?
Bye, Denver.
Bye!
After Oprah Winfrey bought the rights to Toni Morrison's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel Beloved, the haunting story was adapted into a film. She starred as a mother named Setha. After already suffering the horrors of enslavement, the character is forced to deal with supernatural occurrences.
We have a ghost here, you know.
We met.
Setha's story would be a brutal and heartbreaking account about the horrifying effects of slavery on its own. But the supernatural element of being haunted, not only by her traumatic past, but by a literal ghost, adds another level of terror. While this gothic tale went under the radar upon its release in 1998, Beloved remains a much-loved black horror classic.
You your best thing, Santa.
You are.
Number 8, Eve's Bayou.
Some things are better left unsaid. I paid you $1, old woman. Now tell my fortune.
Actress Casey Lemons made her writer-director debut with this Southern Gothic set in 1960s Louisiana. Within the tale, a young Journey Smollett discovers she has a spiritual gift. At the same time, she's grappling with her father's infidelity and its strain on the family. The resulting conflict pushes Eve further to explore her gift and to try using a voodoo doll.
How do you kill someone with voodoo?
I almost forgot you was there.
Eve's Bayou features a star-studded cast of iconic black actors. Samuel L. Jackson, Lynn Whitfield, Debbie Morgan, and more deliver amazing performances. Although it isn't considered a traditional horror film, its haunting tone, mysticism, and tragedy pushes the boundaries of the genre.
You said you wanted him dead. You said you was certain.
Calling pop culture superfans everywhere. Do you love to argue with WatchMojo's top 10 ranks? Introducing WatchMojo's first and very own party game. Bring your superpowers to the table and fight for your pick to be at the top of the list. It's all the fun of the comment section, but in real life.
Number 7, Attack the Block.
Yo, check it.
What, bruv?
More. More what? Them things.
Before he was a stormtrooper in the epic Star Wars franchise, British actor John Boyega was an alien-fighting teenager in Attack the Block. In the UK sci-fi horror comedy, he leads a group of troublemakers who make an astonishing discovery. aliens are real and very dangerous. Throughout the film, Boyega's Moses and his allies struggle to survive attacks from furry extraterrestrials with bioluminescent teeth.
Not sure them things is eyes.
Writer-director Joe Cornish's Inner City vs. Outer Space genre mashup boasts tons of laughs and scares with its young and multicultural cast. It also manages to excellently explore issues about classism and gang violence too. Fortunately, fans of this cult classic heard about plans for this unique alien tale to get a sequel in the 2020s.
So if they follow the smell on that, then maybe I can lead them. Lead them where? Somewhere I can blow them up.
Number 6. The People Under the Stairs.
Listen, Leroy. This breaking and entering might not be so smart. I mean, it's the first day of my 13th birthday.
In between creating wildly successful franchises, A Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream, horror legend Wes Craven wrote and directed the often overlooked The People Under the Stairs. Brandon Adams starred as Poindexter Fool Williams, a 13-year-old boy trying to care for his mother and siblings. With his family facing eviction, Fool goes with his older sister's friend Leroy to rob their landlords. But they discover the deranged couple lives in a labyrinthine house of horrors of their own creation.
You seen Spencer?
I seen Spencer all right.
You find anything?
Something found him. He's dead, Leroy.
Seeing a young African-American boy as the protagonist of a horror film at the time was boundary-breaking. Craven's casting decisions and commentary on gentrification and impoverished minorities made this film ahead of its time.
Get away from me!
Number 5. Blade.
Who said I was a vampire, huh?
Nobody.
While the half-human, half-vampire named Eric Brooks could have spent a life in the shadows, he stepped into the light to confront evil as Blade. His debut live-action film followed the hero's quest to bring down the sinister Deacon Frost. The day-walking vampire hunter was a total badass, effortlessly cool, and pulled off several iconic action scenes.
You have an invitation, Kado.
But the movie also had a few great horror elements to balance out the punches. Blade became a quintessential film because of how well it fleshed out its complex lead. After many moviegoers sunk their teeth into the film, its commercial success paved the way for other Marvel movies. The entire MCU might not exist if audiences hadn't seen how scary Blade could be with his sword.
It's not over. You keep your cure. There's still a war going on, and I have a job to do.
Number 4. His House.
The dead would come. Their path would not stop until he had consumed the man entirely.
This feature debut from writer-director Remy Weeks tells a story about immigrants who are tormented by realistic and supernatural horrors. After 2 South Sudanese refugees named Bol and Rial received government housing in England, they struggle to assimilate into the new culture. It doesn't help that horrifying reminders of their past appear within their new home.
This is my house!
Since Bol and Rial could lose everything by leaving, they are forced to confront the things that haunt them. His House redefines the classic haunted house story by providing a complex reason as to why Bol and Rial would willingly live with supernatural threats. Like many black horror films on this list, it challenges the audience to consider social issues from a different perspective.
What men can do, you think it is bumps in the night that frighten me? You think I can be afraid of ghosts?
Number 3. Candyman.
You are not content with the stories, so I was obliged to come.
Tony Todd became a permanent horror mainstay after starring as the title antagonist in Candyman. The film follows grad student Helen Lyle as she investigates an urban legend in Chicago's Cabrini Green Homes public housing project. After she summons the infamous hook-handed specter, the killer Candyman shows us exactly why people should fear him.
We had a deal.
Surrender to me now, and he shall be unharmed.
Todd reprised his role in 2 sequels. Over time, we learned that Candyman was lynched for having an interracial relationship in the 1800s. Nia DaCosta's 2021 continuation of Candyman expanded the mythos by tying in relevant themes like unjust murder of black men and gentrification. Her take is the latest film in the franchise to prove that Candyman is an iconic black horror character.
Candyman. One more. Candyman.
Number 2, Get Out.
Get out! Yo! Yo, chill, man. Get out! Chill, man!
Every horror fan remembers where they were when Jordan Peele impressed with his directorial debut, Get Out. During the film, a young black photographer named Chris travels upstate to meet his white girlfriend's family. Although the parents are friendly, a series of odd and shocking events gave us a sunken feeling in our stomach. The movie was a stunning critique on racism and microaggressions. While Daniel Kaluuya's breakout performance as Chris earned him a Best Actor nomination, Peele made history when he won the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. The auteur has continued making thought-provoking horror films, with 2019's scary tale of classism and doppelgangers in Us.
The girl had her first child. A beautiful baby girl. But the shadow, she gave birth to a little monster.
He followed that with a sci-fi neo-western about society's obsession with spectacle in Nope.
It's in a cloud. It's in a cloud.
OJ! It's in a cloud!
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Ganja and Hess, an artsy vampire tale of blood, love, and addictive behaviors.
I will persist and survive without God's or society's sanction. I will not be tortured.
Black Box. A man tries to regain his memories in a mind-bending experiment.
Rachel.
What the hell's in there?
It's your brain trying to protect you from your trauma.
Death by Temptation. The classic morality tale of good versus evil.
That woman, and I don't know why you can't see this, man, is crazy. She is a murderer. I'm telling you, something ain't right.
Blackula. Considered to be the first blaxploitation horror film, it set the tone for a subgenre.
Curse you with my name. You shall be Blackula.
Sweetheart. Kiersey Clemons delivers a powerful performance in this survival story.
There's an animal.
Sweetheart, I'm sure there's a lot of animals.
It's a monster.
Number 1, Night of the Living Dead.
Look, I know you're afraid. I'm afraid too. But we have to try to board the house up together.
George A. Romero's iconic Night of the Living Dead is credited as the first modern zombie film. In addition to kicking off the rise of an entire horror genre, the director famously cast a black actor named Dwayne Jones in the lead of the film. The performer even had a hand in improving his character's dialogue.
Don't you know what's going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alone!
Your brother is dead.
No!
Throughout the film, seeing Ben take charge and survive was uplifting. His brilliant story comes to a crushing end when gun-wielding locals shoot him because they assume he's another walking threat. It's incredible to think that the role wasn't always intended for a black actor, but thanks to its trailblazing lead and opportunities for social commentary, Romero's film represents a definite and significant milestone in black cinema history.
However, I am not stupid enough to follow you. It is tough for the kid that old man is so stupid. Now, you get the hell down in the cellar. You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.